Hello, right now I'm chilling at Sonic the Restaurant, the Hedgehog. And this just came in the mail today, which is pretty awesome. Absol plush thing. And today I transferred Butterfree back to Emerald. So in order to make this the most decorated Butterfree ever, which was my whole goal in Butterfree Conquest, I'm going to enter contests and get as many ribbons as possible before I transfer this thing to Generation 4. First, I need to increase Butterfree's condition and smartness, which is its strongest suit. Nummels carry Rost berries 100% of the time, so I went out and I caught a lot of Nummels in order to get the berries that I need. Because my Emerald version's battery is dead, meaning I can't grow new berries. This is pretty much my only option berry-wise. As I hauled in the Rost berries, I was never expecting what was just about to happen. So I'm kind of freaking out. I know Emerald is kind of broken, but I just caught a shiny Nummel. So here it is, completely random shiny Nummel. I can't believe it. Too bad Emerald is super broken though. And it would feel a lot more special if it was on another game. But still, it's legit. Alright, so I just walked out the door to go on a walk and blend berries. And look at this. It's raining. I guess I'm going back home and blending berries. Honestly, over the years, I'd completely forgotten about how the berry blending game worked. A breakneck rhythm game that keeps going faster and where the CPUs keep messing up. Honestly, probably the best way to blend berries is with other people, but pretty much my only choice was to blend with the computers. And Pokeblocks I made weren't that bad, so yeah, I was content. It was pretty fun, especially since I'd completely forgotten about it. I then fed the resulting Pokeblocks to my Butterfree. And I got its contest stats up in smartness enough to where I was pretty confident I could destroy normal and super rank contests. I wasn't absolutely at the maximum for smartness, nor was I at the maximum for being fed, but I was ready to take on the contests. I walked into the contest eagerly, knowing Gust, Silver Wind, Psychic, and Giga Drain, 3 of those moves being smart rank moves anyway, meaning that I could easily get through the normal and super rank contests. I did blaze through the normal and super rank contests on my first try on each of them, and that was pretty great. I was so confident from the normal and super rank contests, I went ahead and got my effort ribbon on my Butterfree too, just to continue to get more ribbons. However, I knew hyper rank was going to be a different story. I had not yet maxed out my Butterfree in smartness, nor had I even really maxed it out on berries in the first place, so I obtained more Rost berries and I fed it some more to get its smartness up. Then, I knew that my move pool was still not super great in order to do really well in appeals. I had to get a combination move because there are many great combos that will earn you lots of points in the appeals. I decided to go for a Psychic and Confusion combo. In order to get Confusion, I had to go fishing and obtain a heart scale from a love disc. So I caught one of those, got the heart scale, and retaught it Confusion. Just like how I had over time forgotten about the whole blending minigame, I'd forgotten about how much fun the appeal stage of contests actually was. It was full of unpredictability, lots of interesting combos and moves you could make, and it really just changed the way that you could thought of the Pokemon's moves. The most useless moves in battle became some of the best in contests, and vice versa with some of the best moves for battle. It's always really entertaining, and it never goes exactly the way you expect it to. And I really like that. Anyhow, here's the Hyper Rank contest, where I really lucked out in this turn, where I maxed out the applause meter. This was my first attempt at Hyper after I taught the moves. At this point, I was overly eager, and I thought that anything was possible and really easy. I had no idea what was in store for me with the Master Rank contest, however. I kept trying and trying to win the Master Rank contest on my Emerald version, but no matter how well I did, Pokemon were just too tough. So, I decided to transfer Butterfree over to Ruby version, where the competitors were slightly less challenging to defeat. Started to resort to soft resetting to get the ultimate contestants because I already know that I'm going to lose against Wobbuffet and Duskull because they already have max condition and they will beat me by 4 points no matter what. So I think I have a pretty good combo right now. I'm gonna see how I do. I'm walking down the street because I got bored sitting around. Hopefully something will happen. This time around, I maxed out the gauge, so I'm really hoping something worked. Let's see. Yes! At last. That took so long. And I did it outside too. Sweet. And we get our ribbon. And now we'll be able to get our artist's ribbon. I might try the contest of the other ranks just for fun, but I really don't have too many other scarves. I think I'm going to pretty much focus, I'm going to migrate this over to Sinnoh now. But excellent. We're going to get the artist ribbon when we get back home. Because it's hard to film in the sunlight. Yeah. After I won the contest that one time, it turns out I had to speak to the artist first before I could receive the artist ribbon. And that first run that I did win, I probably could have gotten the ribbon from, because I did calculations and I figured out that I needed 7 hearts in the final stage of judging in order to get the artist ribbon. And really it depends on the Pokemon. I learned a lot of interesting stuff about the way that contests are judged during this period of time. You need a total of 800 points in order to get the artist ribbon. In the preliminary judging, you have a pretty good potential for a lot of points. You take the primary contest attribute for your Pokemon, and you add that to the Pokemon's overall sheen, which by Master Rank should be 255 if it's maxed out and you have all the sparkles going around, divided by 2, plus the secondary contest attributes divided by 2. This would be toughness and cuteness in the Smart Contest case because it doesn't increase the audience's satisfaction. So you have all those coming into play, plus the scarf item that you have, and I gave Butterfree a green scarf from one of my previous games in order to help me win more, possibly. And then, after that, you have that score, plus 2 times your appeal score. This is where I really needed to make the most points. I did some calculations and figured out my Butterfree had about 300 points from the preliminary judging, which isn't much for a Master Rank contest. I needed to get 500 points, meaning I had to get 25 hearts overall in the appeal round, which averages out to 5 hearts per round. So basically in the end, I figured out that this artist ribbon was going to be a majorly daunting task, and I needed the same stroke of luck that I got the first time that I won the contest. So I played contests for days and days. Random questions. Why is this guy's currently named Shedja? That's like closer to Shedinja than anything. And why is this Zatu named Utan? It's not a Natu, it's a Zatu. What the heck? After so much woe and agony, I unexpectedly finally got it. The painting. Look how beautiful that painting is. Worked so hard for that. It's March now. That's how much time went into this. I didn't do this exclusively though. I just kept trying every now and then. And now I finally receive a ribbon that goes on Monarch. Didn't think it was possible. Took quite a bit of luck to get, honestly though. Then, as a nice victory lap, I won the normal rank contest of every contest type due to the new knowledge that the sheen of a Pokemon will let it basically win any normal rank contest no matter what. And now from this point, with this many ribbons in Generation 3, I'd be happy to move it on to Generation 4. But first, I want to give it a shot at the Battle Tower. I'll see you next time. Let's let the conquest continue.